Wait, I'm just starting the live stream. Yay! Live stream is live.
We gotta fix like the overlay for that if we're gonna keep doing this. Like
all right.
Icons popping left and right.
What are we talking about, Piggy? Just talking about Mr. Pasty White Kid?
Yes, we have to include that somehow. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna talk about JRPGs later.
I played HOTS.
HOTS. Oh,
Good?
yo,
Oh, you
I can hear our live stream on your thing. Can you mute it? Or is it mine?
Muted on mine. What the hell?
It's fine. It's mine. It's mine.
On.
It's mine. Sorry. It's mine. All right.
I have chat open in case Martin shows up.
Martin. Good God, Martin.
Good God, Martin.
I feel like I'm part of his clan because he's like, Kanina in chat, he's like, Carlos, we're screwed. And I'm like, why am I including this? We're screwed.
Because you're the South boy.
That's why I just realized that I'm like, I'm part of his fucking clan. I can't.
You're his only friend in the South.
Like he's gonna mention me every time something happens.
Yep.
All right,
Anyway.
here we go. Let's get this show on the road in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody, it's the TMG podcast, episode 150. 150. I'm Will. With me is Carlos.
Hi.
And Miggy.
150.
150. We've
150.
done 150 of these things already.
150. We did more, man. We did more.
Actually, yeah.
We did way more because we're not counting the special events, the special episodes, because we've
Yeah.
done event episodes. And let's say we've done ESGs like 3 times, and that's like usually like 4.
That's at least that's
7.
20 episodes. But, oh yeah, maybe 10 episodes right there.
7.
Just
7.
ESGs.
Like 3. My math is right, but yeah,
Yeah, you're right, 7. Because it's 4, 2, 2, and 3, right?
Yeah, and then a couple of other special episodes. But yeah, we've went through and lost episodes as well. We've had lost episodes.
I think what just the one. We are in the middle of November. Lots of big games coming out this week. Pokemon's is coming out this week.
Yeah, Pokemon's coming out. Dishonored 2 is out. All the shooters are technically out. Watch Dogs 2 just landed today on the 15th.
Yep.
Watch Doggy
We're recording this on
2.
the 15th. Yeah, and we have a bit of news or talk about that later in the cast. But yeah, it's all about just games releasing like left and right. There's like, if you go into a game store or a local retail store, there's a lot of new stuff to check out.
Yep, all in preparation for Thanksgiving, Black Friday sales, and of course Christmas. All the
4
stuff.
Pro is out. PSVR
And it's
is
sold out everywhere. PS4
Yeah.
Pro.
Yeah, I can't find it. I can't see it.
It's sold out
really,
in like
a
the
shortage.
first hour of the day. Oh, sorry. Gotta answer the door.
And
Go for it, man.
there's remember those Nintendo like small portable that has like all the classics, like that's also out now.
That's been out. Yeah, that's also been sold out as well.
Yeah.
And there's 2 versions, right? There's the NES and there's the Famicom.
Right, and both are gone. Like they're not.
Both are gone.
Yeah, both are just gone.
I have to laugh at that though because I don't think people realize they could play all those games anyways with an emulator, and they don't have to buy a little box.
Stuff like emulators and torrents and that's just you finding a way. It's still you have to figure out how to do that. It's still a discomfort because you're trying to dabble in making something work. Whereas you buy the thing, you turn it on, and then bam, nostalgia right there.
I suppose.
And it's what? It's like $60 or rather $25. It's really cheap.
It's $80 here.
It's
$80.
Because it's like 4,000 pesos.
It's not so bad actually. Like if you want to give your like 10-year-old like here's how games were before back in the day. There's no Angry Birds here. Throw your controller at this. I mean, it's nostalgia, and I think it's cool. I want one.
I'm surprised you didn't follow this because the moment Nintendo announced it, I was on it already.
No, I knew about it. It's just you know, I just didn't. I knew what it was about, but if ever I had the chance to buy it, I would because it's
Well, like
still
the
like again
PS4
nostalgia.
Pro, that thing is sold out everywhere.
Yeah, we mentioned a
Yeah.
while ago when you were answering the door.
Both
The both are
versions,
gone.
even
Yeah,
the Famicom version is sold out.
yeah. It
But
looks
that's I
nice
know,
too.
like the NES version we got here is the PAL release, so we might get a US stock after.
Oh, PAL
Seriously,
meaning
they
it's
give us the PAL release here? Oh
Yeah,
my
we got a
European.
PAL
god!
release. It doesn't make a difference, but there's that.
Don't you need a PAL television set for that to work?
No,
Or
not anymore. It's NTSC.
has technology moved
Well,
beyond?
that's fucking CRT ages, man. We've gone past that. Times have changed.
I'm
But
showing
it
my
just
age
shows that
here.
these devices are pretty much like from Europe. Can I
None
say
of
Europe?
that, none of
I'm
those
from
50
Australia.
hertz
I'm betting
nonsense
from
already.
Australia because Australia
Oh,
is
from
PAL
Australia.
Oceania.
Right.
Oceania.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out. I don't know. Has any of you bought anything in this window, this huge window of games?
Um,
But I know Will has. You
I
have
have,
Battlefield 1. You have
yes, and we do have we have a fantastic story to share regarding Battlefield One.
yes,
So,
you do actually. Actually,
so
let's skip through the whole part about buying games. Let's go straight to the
no,
story
no,
because
no. I
even I
mean,
haven't heard of.
I still want to buy Titanfall. I was asking you guys, should I buy Titanfall 2 or Dishonored?
Oh,
And I'm thinking I should get Titanfall 2 because I'm worried that if I buy it any later, multiplayer community might be dead.
Yep,
So if
a
I
I'm
real
hope
gonna,
not.
problem that can happen.
I hope not, because that
yeah,
game.
Yeah, but it probably will because EA.
it's been
Well, it's
underperforming. Yeah, so I'm
it's
kind
not.
of worried
No,
that
it's
it
not. You
is.
can't say underperforming. It came out not top. We don't know yet. It just came out. You can't say it's underperforming. It didn't hit number one when it released. It's a different story. We'll have to see towards like
We
a
have to
couple of
wait at least
weeks.
like a month maybe.
Yeah, you haven't like put into account like hearsay and a month after, and
But
especially
like
after patches.
apparently it's you can still tell it's not doing so hot because the player count on PC is only like 1,000, and then on console
Wow.
it's like below 1,000 apparently.
Where in Steam?
On Origin, like apparently
You
somebody
can
got the
tell.
numbers out. I heard it on another podcast.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
That's
That's an indication there. That's the
that's really
indication we're
bad.
looking for.
That's really bad.
Oh, 1,000. Oh, God damn it! Really? It looks so good. It
It
looks
It
really
does. It
good.
does.
feels amazing too. It's really sad.
It's people are saying this
And
should have
it's
been Titanfall 1.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it has free DLC. You don't. There's no season pass. All the content in post will be free for you guys. Um, yeah, and there's more to it. There's actually a single player now.
Which is
And what's
apparently
sad
really
about it,
good as well.
and it's also really good. What's sad about it too, I'm sure Titanfall, a lot of people bought that more than the more meatier sequel. Like, god damn it, is that gonna
And
be the
I think
story of Titanfall 2?
it's just a really crowded space right now for shooters. And it just
No,
released
I think it's just EA really like EA. Oh shit, my phone. Throw my phone into the ground. Um,
I heard the thump.
EA, yeah, EA pretty much was literally sandwiching any like pretty much Call of Duty by putting in Titanfall and Battlefield 1, despite them fighting against each other. They're
mm,
just really like tightening up the, the market so that COD is really having because COD had a hard time, as the years went by. So they're making sure that this window is like, yeah, you're not gonna have a good year for this one. And here's two games, boom boom, two different markets and player base. Try to steal their players, and I don't really well, but Titanfall 2 is maybe in the same boat as Call of Duty, simply because or no, actually not. So that's like I can't say that. I'm sure Call of Duty is doing better than Titanfall 2, to be honest.
yeah,
Despite,
I'm sadly.
That's probably a
oh,
given, yeah.
damn it, like I'm
Titanfall 2
used.
has no chance, man. It's the
I
worst
actually
time to release
want.
that game.
I actually wanted to buy Titanfall 2 like this morning, but I I held off.
Oh, how come?
No, because there's still so many games. I'm still in that position of what I really want. Because Final Fantasy 15 is coming out, The Last Guardian's coming out. Is For Honor coming out this year? I'm not too sure, but there's a lot of games coming out, and
Mm.
all out there already, and then just like finally just decide what I want. So instead of buying Titanfall 2, instead of jumping the gun, anything, I just bought ice cream at the end. But
Okay.
yeah, I went to the mall without the game. Like I bought an ice cream or whatever. But I'm just waiting. Like I haven't bought a single like is this like the Christmas window of games coming out? This is the Burr month. I haven't bought anything yet. I'm still in 2015 yet in terms of games. No, man. In like maybe in summer of games because I haven't bought a game in a while actually. Come to think of it. So I'm being patient.
Well, yep. But as far as the games I have bought, we have a fun, great Battlefield 1 story for you. So Biggie came over yesterday because we wanted to do a proper quick look for political
Right?
animals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I said, okay. And then, so while I was waiting for him, I played some Battlefield 1. Let me get this out of the way first. Battlefield 1 is a great game, but the fucking ping is terrible here in this country. Like I can't, and
Wow,
it's
what's your
kind of
ping?
it's about it's anywhere between 150 to 200, and that's really bad for like Battlefield 1 is one of those games where every bullet has its individual travel time,
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
no hit scan.
Yeah, it's kind
So
of funny. I consider 150 and 200 ping a good day
Yeah,
for me.
that's actually normal for the most part. But
Yeah, I'm
if you
so
want to be
used to that thing.
precise, I'm sure you can feel that lag already.
Yeah, I'm
you
starting to
can
feel.
definitely feel it in
Yeah,
Battlefield 1 for sure. Because sometimes you'll like shoot this guy like crazy, you'll run out of bullets, and he's still up, and then he'll just shoot you in the head, and then you're like,
And
what
then
the hell?
you see like the kill cam, and he took no damage.
Exactly. So or stuff like that.
video games, right?
It's kind of EA server's fault because like now you have to rent the server and then they don't offer it in all regions. So Asian servers are all located in Japan right now. There aren't
Oh
any
yeah, well,
Singapore servers.
that's well, I don't know. Maybe for me, every time I play a Battlefield game and then they have those like hosted servers, I always look for the Japan's servers. Like it's always been like that. That's always been my aim, and
Mm,
it's I guess it's
I've
never
always
changed.
I've always had better ping with Singapore servers, and so far BF1 has none. Just Japan servers.
Oh really? Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so we were playing. I was playing, and Vinny comes in and he's watching me play a bit.
Hmm.
And we're in the squad basically. So like in any Battlefield game, you can join the squad of like 5 people,
Hmm.
and
Right,
you can
right.
kind of work together to work towards the objectives.
Yeah.
Then out of nowhere, over the voice channel, we hear what did we hear, Vic? Fuck! What is the
No, it's
fuck?
like we hear the typical like American white kid who plays video games,
Oh, those
like kind of
those people.
voice. So we hear
Yeah.
this kid who sounds about like he's 16 maybe. He sounds really pasty and typical stereotype gamer kid. And then he's trying to be such a tryhard in voice chat, like
Try hard
yeah, take over
meaning.
the bunker.
Stop
So like,
driving!
Oh, those
Stop!
kind of tryhards.
stop
Yeah.
driving the tank that way, you bastard. Like, he doesn't speak a lot, but when he does, we can't contain our laughter. So like very early on, Will does try to take a bunker with his squad, and there's a little window on the side where you can like shoot into, right?
Yeah.
So I was about to ask because Will get like, I was about to ask, can you like throw a grenade in there? And then before I could ask it, Will gets shot in the face, right? So he falls over,
Mm.
and then we see the enemies through the wall because they killed him, right? And then an explosion happens. So I'm like, oh, maybe you can throw it through the hole. Then we hear this kid go, "Fuck! I killed myself."
He's very vocal, huh? Like he died.
Yeah,
Like
but like how he
no.
said it, because we were all expecting him to like bitch about, the enemy
The
doing killing
lag.
him, or the lag, or his teammates sucking, kunyari. But
Yeah.
it just goes to, I killed myself, and I just couldn't contain it. I'm like, oh my god. Then he
Yeah, and
keeps
then
yelling out, "Go get the bunker, guys! Clear out the bunker!"
come
And
on,
no one's responding to
fuck,
him
fuck.
No one else is on voice chat.
except you guys listening.
Then it like Will played at least 3 games with that guy,
Yeah.
and like we just kept expecting. We kept trying to bait him out to say something because You know how when you die in the game, right? You can choose to either wait until you
or
respawn
a,
or
or a
immediately pick
medic.
a spot. Yeah. But
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
try to pick a new spot, your body disappears, right? So
Okay.
this guy is
Yeah.
the medic, and he's right beside like two of our squad mates who died. And then they immediately spawn out and like, fucking stop spawning out, guys. The medic's right beside you.
To be fair to this guy, he was bitching a lot, but he was trying to play as a team.
He was trying to play as a team. Like, don't worry, soldier, I'm coming. I'm on my way. I'm like,
Really,
oh,
he's a
I didn't
soldier.
make
Oh, you're
it. You
dead. I'm
died.
so fucked.
He's a medic.
Then at the end of the 3 rounds we played, he ended it with, "Man, fuck this squad," and then he left.
He joined another squad. Man, fuck this
Fuck.
No,
squad.
okay. It's weird. It's a weird thing in multiplayer games. Um, the complaints are usually by the teammates, right? Okay, fine. What do you fucking expect when you solo queue in a multiplayer game?
It's fine. It's just that
Why?
he
No,
sounded like such a stereotypical gamer nerd.
no, I know, but I've
And
played so many multiplayer games with
And no, no,
solo
no.
queue. It's always like that.
Get
It's
this.
yeah, I mean,
always.
Will was saying that their squad leader wasn't barking out any orders,
Yeah, our
and
squad was
actually,
telling
that
shit.
that nets you points too. So
Right.
it is kind
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
waste.
But
Yeah, it
the
nets
best thing is,
you points. I remember that.
you know what his handle was, what his call sign was? Leet 4044.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
because
when
I
I
was
hate it.
telling Will like, who do you think in your squad is that kid? Oh, you think it's that H. Franklin guy? Like, no, if he's 16, he's gotta have some edgy gamer name, right? What about that Leet 4044 guy? Then we see the mic icon, like the speaker icon, appear when he talks. I'm like, I told you it's him. Fuck! I killed myself.
The best thing is, we got some of that audio on record.
Some of it, yeah, not
Yeah,
all.
so we'll try to figure
Oh my god.
something with it. He really made the game more interesting for us. He really did.
I just don't understand that. Like, it's so common in multiplayer games now, or team-based games, like MOBAs, or yeah, in MOBAs or shooters like
Actually,
Battlefield,
we
or
were
even
surprised
Overwatch.
because I think he
So
must
many
have been like
complaints.
the one American guy on that server. Because normally, I think using voice chat in solo queue is more of a Western American thing to do,
Yeah, yep.
Is
not
it?
really an Asian thing to do. I feel it is. Like most Asian people will
Okay.
not join voice chat
Yeah, I
or
mean,
not participate in
like
voice
usually the
chat.
excuse is, oh, I don't have a mic, but I don't really have a reason to buy one, etc. Right?
Mm.
But now every PS4 comes with that mono headset, so talagang there's no reason to not have a mic. But most players don't still.
No,
Mm.
well,
I guess
despite the
because it's a culture
despite
difference.
the
Because you meet Americans on the street, right, and then their instinct is they'll say hello even if they don't know you. But here we don't
okay,
talk
that's
to
true.
anybody.
That's actually true. I mean, yeah, in Asia, like it's not a common thing. It's like an abnormal thing. Hey, what's up? Even up.
Yeah.
It's really normal. Yeah, that's true. I do remember one time to strengthen your point, because when I played Rainbow Six Siege, and usually in the U.S. servers, oh man, when we pair up, we start like we strategize. Like we're in the mics, we start talking. I don't know who these fuckers are, but
Well,
we're
in
really
the case
talking.
of Rainbow Six, you have to because of just the way that game is designed.
But my point is, right after that, I also because there's like a lag difference. So every now and then I jump from U.S. to Asia. When I go to Asia, no one's like gone like in the Asian servers. Like I remember that like I never have those kinds of those interactions or even calling out like there's someone on the second floor. No. They if ever they have to call out, they use chat. And sometimes what's even funny is I can hear
Mm.
the fan. Guy has a mic, he just does not want to talk, but he still types. Like it's not like I guess it is a culture thing in general, especially also in, well I don't know in MOBAs, even in MOBAs I guess. Who actually feel when you play HOTS because you guys are like gung ho on getting the ninja skin.
Yeah, actually, Miggy, you got to try HOTS for what, the first time? I think you did the tutorial.
Yes, I played it last night. I played through the tutorial, which is, you're right, it's like 10 minutes long. It's really fast.
Yeah, it's like the
Um,
fastest MOBA actually.
well, because
Okay.
it's versus AI technically still, but when you level up, it freezes time because it's technically the training mode of the game.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how you end up piecing through it a lot easier because you get to read info without getting killed. But yeah, people are right. It's basically the easiest MOBA to try out now because it's just skills.
It's
There's
just
no
skills. You don't have
items
any
to get.
items.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really easy to just jump in, not like any other MOBAs.
yeah, and the arena seems a lot smaller than most MOBA maps.
Yeah, and they're always different maps too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I did. I like for the most part last night. I was just in the regular Warcraft 3 lane map,
Mm.
where
Yeah.
the gimmick there is you have to get the curse in your favor,
Oh
Oh,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
okay.
will
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
that heavily throws which side who will win. I got. But earlier today, I teamed up with Sina Noobs and Cubes, and in the morning at night, yeah, we played the StarCraft stage where you have to fight over control points to build your Zerg rush, and
Oh, there's a
it's
map like
two
that.
lane. And
That's awesome.
dude, it's super intense when there's like a whole wave of Zergs coming.
And they hurt
There's
the
so many
heroes,
enemies
the
on
enemy
screen.
heroes.
Yeah, they hurt everything. They attack you.
Oh wow,
So
okay,
you have to
that's pretty
fight over
cool.
these control points and build up a meter on the side. And depending on how high the meter is, once the eventual timer runs out, both factions will unleash Zerg Rush equivalent to the amount of meter you have. And then they will all focus on either top lane or bottom lane. So
Those are two maps that I haven't heard of. Like, there's gotta be a
it
lot of maps
gets
already
it
for
gets super
once.
intense, even though like yeah, you don't have to worry about the micromanaging of the items and equipment and stuff, so that kind of takes a load off. But
Yeah,
it can still get really intense in a big ass fight.
when 5 and 5 actually hits, the clash happens, and
Oh, dude, the clash is super messy.
yeah, it gets really messy. I
Mm.
assume.
It's really, and even in Heroes of the Storm, Zarya does not die. Just super durable Russian woman.
Is he free right
So
now?
no, did you
Not
unlock?
yet.
Who unlocked Zarya
No, no.
already?
I just ended up fighting a Zarya player and fucking
Oh,
bubbles
okay.
galore, man. And like,
Oh,
there's fog of war still, so like the enemies can disappear if they get too far
yeah.
sometimes. So like, oh, Zarya's dying, then she bubbles up and runs away and hides behind like the gate. I'm like, fuck, we can't kill her. And then another enemy comes in and like, yeah, kill him, he's dying. And then he gets bubbled. Like, fuck, he's out of range. My God,
Oh my
Zarya
god.
is just super good in any game, I guess.
Well, that's the thing I liked about Heroes of the Storm. It's like the maps are varied. It's not just your standard 3 lanes with a river in the middle
Yeah,
kind
it's
of thing.
Yeah,
varied and it's very objective based.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
you have like you get a stronger like you'll win if you just focus on the objective rather than just trying to kill or not be team oriented. That's why Heroes is pretty out of the box actually, which is pretty cool for
and
Blizzard.
yeah, I think like since you're focusing just on the fight per se, you get
Yeah,
taught like proper spacing a lot quicker than in most games where you're trying to figure out everything at the same time, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So
It's
there's
very
that.
like it can be very
Fundamentals.
convoluted with other mobile games because like some items add more stats, some items actually is an ability now and stuff like that,
Mm.
and it's a whole different learning curve to learn how to use that specifically, and then the different combinations. So it's really it's a lot. It's very intimidating. Whereas I guess in Heroes of the Storm, it's fast, it's short, it's easy to like. It's just right on the. Like, it's just there, like you said, it's level ups and skills, and
Yeah.
you all level up.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
all
like
level up at the same time.
yeah, if someone lags behind, like he keeps on dying, it's fine. You will go with the team. The only problem is like the other team might be like 2 levels higher than you because of their performance. But it's not like one person's like level 9 and then everybody else is 15,
Mm.
and then you'll just be blamed all throughout the
All day,
match.
yeah. And I think because of the simplicity of the combat mechanics, and you don't have to worry about items and shit.
Right.
I think the extra meta is worrying about the stage gimmick
Yeah.
because you have to focus on certain areas, and then like that's a forced encounter that you have to deal with.
Yeah, and
Mm.
then know when it triggers, so you'll be there on time.
It really is kind of like a Smash Bros version for mobile games because you have an
That's a
all-star
good way of
Blizzard
thinking of it.
cast, and then you have
Yeah.
stage hazards.
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking of it, actually. Like, if ever they have to like do a mashup of like um known characters, especially with the Blizzard world.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess this Heroes of the Storm is kind of the thing. It's their Smash in a way,
yeah. It's an okay game. I
and
can see the appeal.
it's free,
It's free too.
absolutely free. It's just a little grind to get all the characters you need. But the reason why you guys are playing it is because you guys want to get the Genji skin, which requires you to play 15 matches of Heroes of the Storm. I
I
think
think
is
it's 15 wins.
wins.
Also,
Okay,
play with friends against either AI or other players, and it's 15 wins. So I'm guessing it'll come to a point where let's just turn it down to easy mode and get this over with to get the
just to get the
skin.
skin. Yeah.
Well, depending, we
Um,
might enjoy the game more than we think, but at least that sounds like an
yes,
option.
because
Yeah,
aside from
that
getting the skin on the 15th win, you actually get more like free heroes unlocked on the
you get the
30th win
skin
or something
and
like that.
you get Zarya and the skin on the 15th win, and then if you play for 15 more, you
Right.
get 4 additional heroes for
Oh,
Heroes of
you
the
get
Storm.
Zarya on the 15th win. Nice.
Yeah, and then so you get all the Overwatch related stuff basically on the
Well,
15th
That's
win.
that's really cool. Yeah.
Then you
All
play
right.
15 more, you get I think four. You get Kerrigan and like some Diablo Angel hero and two others from Warcraft. I think for Heroes of the Storm.
That's nice. I might
I
actually
really
do
like the
that.
fact just to get the free heroes. No, it's well, why not? I guess, right?
Yeah.
How
Yeah, why
big is
not? I
how
mean,
big is Heroes of the Storm actually?
it's about 5 gigs, I think, or maybe a little
Something
more.
like that. Yeah, with like
It's
Oh, I can
an
download it
update or
tonight.
two. You could, yeah.
I can
The
download it
update for
tonight.
Overwatch isn't live yet, so there's time.
Okay.
yeah. Well, I mean, for
'Cause I
me,
know
I'm
I've played it a
more.
while. I have kind of
I'd
a lot.
rather
So.
get Heroes of the Storm done with than jump right into because I know people are waiting to jump into Overwatch to play Sombra.
Everyone will fight
Uh,
over Sombra. Yep.
yeah, exactly. So
It's gonna be a thing.
that's my thinking is that what's the chances of me getting to play her uh, on live because I've tried her out in test already. So for me, it's not as big a deal as let's get this Genji skin already.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
apparently I heard that the same with how you get the Bastion skin. It's tied to your account. So say I have Overwatch on both PC and PS4.
Right.
I
you won't
should
get
be
it on the
able. No, I should
PS4.
be able to get it on both
Oh, okay,
because my
great.
BattleNet is linked on PS4.
There you
That's
go.
good.
I really like how Blizzard like leans towards like they just lean on each other in terms of games and also in different platforms apparently. Like you're in your console, it's linked, you know. So
Yeah, and nothing
uh,
overlaps. Like there's nothing
yeah.
genre-wise that overlaps with each other. You know, you have StarCraft for your RTS, you have Heroes of the Storm for MOBA, World of
Hmm.
Warcraft for your MMO, Diablo for your action RPG.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, like they have a good
nothing
they
is
have like
competing with
they
each other.
Nope.
yeah, they're going like their own way but also tapping each other in the back every
Mm,
now and then.
Nothing's competing with each other, unlike Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2.
No,
yep, exactly.
Thanks,
no,
EA.
that's one developer with all those games. It's not like Respawn is making also Battlefield 1. It's just EA
Yeah,
is
that's
just,
more of a publisher thing, unlike
yeah.
Blizzard, which is they're kind of
Blizzard
both.
is their own world. Like they have these games not overlapping. Shit, if they make a sports game, they are also not overlapping. Like whatever the other games they make. Um, what else are they lacking actually? What else can Blizzard make to like
Fighting
continue
games.
the trend?
Blizzard fighting
A
game.
fighting game? Oh my
Oh,
god.
they're making a fighting game.
That,
You know the card game Yomi, like the card game that's
Yomi.
based off a fighting game.
I heard of it. Yes, it's they're supposed to be like a super easy to learn fighting game.
Yeah, because you pick the fighting game archetypes like grappler and all that, and it's a rock paper scissors thing where like
Hmm.
blocks beat attacks, then I know throws beat blocks, etc. So wala lang, a quick mention there's gonna be a fighting game on PS4 with the Yomi characters featured in it.
Yeah, proper
oh,
fighting game.
It's called Fantasy Strike, and that just came out. The trailer just came out yesterday.
this is gonna be a Western release kind of a deal,
Yep,
or
yep.
okay,
Western release.
all right.
You can check out
Uh,
Yomi now on Steam. It's like $400, I think.
I
And I
think
think
there's also
there's
like a free online version somewhere on like a browser based thing.
there you go.
And then there's the physical card game itself. So yeah. So yeah, what if Blizzard makes a fighting game next? We don't know. It's just
Well,
gonna be Smash Brothers.
Fighting
it,
game, and because they have strategy, they have action RPG, they have MOBAs, they have a
they have
shooter,
collectible card game.
they have collectible card games. It's either gonna be a sports game, a fighting game.
Oh here, Jason is in chat because we're live streaming again. Heroes of the Storm is around 8 gigs.
There
8
you
gigs,
go.
I can download that in a GIF. Like
So
right after this, I can download it, and then we can just like chat. Shombra. I just said Shombra. Um,
Shambra.
yeah, I'm gonna download that.
Chambers. Sombra.
Because
attacking
I
you
played that.
already.
I played that game. Like I had fun with it, but just in any other MOBAs, the only reason why I don't like playing is because I just don't like queuing alone. Because it
Oh
just the chat
dude.
room is the source of evil
Yeah, I mean when
for
you're
me.
in the main menu, there's this thing called all chat where it's just general chat, right? And then
Right.
people were arguing
Yeah.
last night. I was on last night, and people were arguing about the American president. Like it should have been Clinton. Like no, Trump
Oh, that's
wins. Stop
normal.
arguing. It's like oh my god.
Yeah, that's normal. It's in any other like in any Blizzard game, they all have a general chat. StarCraft has a general chat. Diablo has a general chat. You can't get away. You can't get away from the chats, and their chats are very, very childish sometimes. WoW, Overwatch, they're all actually Blizzard's community is very childish in general. Actually, the
Well,
Oh
that's
quietness
just
yeah.
of
the
Blizzard.
internet in general too.
It's more. I don't know. It feels more broad with Blizzard. I don't know why.
Well, we haven't met the fucking white kid that like in Battlefield. We haven't met that archetype yet.
God.
but there, Blizzard. Yeah,
Fuck.
I'll play some Heroes of the Storm.
I killed myself.
Throw a
He had the
grenade
balls to admit that he killed himself.
out loud.
Yep.
Out loud too. Like
I guess he was just really into the game.
there's no like random shout like "Mom, I'm
No, no, no,
playing."
no,
No,
nothing like that. Nothing like that. But like,
get my Nutella bottle.
you could tell like this guy was taking the game way too seriously. You know, like he's really like he needs to get his gamer score up there. He cares about his win loss record.
There's always that one try hard person
Man,
from a
fuck
shooter
this
game.
squad.
Leads, leaks. My God. But there you go.
But there you go. And Carlos, you've been playing Tales of
Oh
Zestiria,
yeah,
I think.
yeah. I've
Been
been dabbling
finishing that off
on.
already.
Yeah, because I borrowed it from you, and I feel bad. I have to give it back because fucking this game is long. It's taking so long. But I'm having fun. Like I said before, with Tales of the Series, it's a very typical JRPGs. But when I played it, I've been playing it. I've
Mm.
come to realize that I don't know. Maybe I don't know the community of JRPGs anymore or anything like that. But I don't think this is the genre that kind of grew as I grew in a way. Because I enjoy or I adore JRPGs way back.
Hmm.
Not talking about the really old ones, but playing, I guess the current ones. Um, I guess it just made me realize that I don't know. It's not my vibe anymore. At the same time, I kind of appreciate like other franchises like Final Fantasy in general, just trying to always change it up every now and then, trying to keep it up.
Mm.
Because I don't see them where I can't see myself finding the appeal of like JRPGs in general, more like playing Star Ocean or something, or playing, um, maybe Persona, for example. Like going back into Persona, I just don't like the form. The formula is not driving well in me. I actually fall asleep at certain dungeons already. Like it's a struggle compared to before, where I'll hit like 6 hours straight of a JRPG and then I'll call it a night. I haven't done that in a while. Like that's why I'm taking a while to give it back to you because I'm like playing Hysteria like in bursts. Like here's an hour, and then oh shit, I have to do this, or I fall asleep, or like it's really hard already.
Yeah, the thing about Tales games in general is that they don't really innovate too much in their formula. Like the formula is more or less the same for every Tales game.
Yeah, I mean
But can I
it's come a long way since like say Tales of Destiny on the PS1. But for the
But can I
most
say that
part, it's still
in
the
most
same.
JRPGs, like for example Star Ocean or what other franchises are still up there in terms of JRPGs? Because I'd like to think that they still retain their formula. Unlike, for example, Final Fantasy, where they just keep fucking changing it over and over because they just love doing it.
Final
Kingdom
Fantasy took a
Hearts.
long time to change their combat system.
Which one?
Final Fantasy. It was
No, I know, but they
It
keep.
was ATB up until 12.
Yeah,
I
till
wouldn't
about
count 11
12, I
because
think.
11's an MMO, pero 12 became the more like MMO approach to RPG combat.
Well, that's true though. 6, 7, 8 did have ATB, and then I think 9 was 8. No, 9 was also
9
ATB,
was ATB. I think 10
and
was
then
just
10
turn-based.
turn-based with
Yeah.
switching, and then
Uh,
11 was
an
what
MMO.
the 11 was an MMO. 12 was that open world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
MMO like was that was 12.
or
Uh,
maybe just me. Okay, maybe just JRPGs in general. Maybe
yeah,
because I
Will
don't like.
Kingdom Hearts, the man at least is like for the most part always action combat, except
Mm.
for the card-based one. But that was still sort of action combat with a card system.
Right. So I'm kind of interested in like how I'm gonna take on. Well, when I played Final Fantasy 13, I was still okay with the. I guess was it the same formula? No, it was just really just annoying. It was a pipe dream formula. But when Final Fantasy 15 hits, I wonder if I'm gonna
Yeah,
really get into
because
it.
at least like 13 was still kind of turn-based with a paradigm shift system,
Yeah.
but 15 is action combat, so that's gonna be very different.
I don't know. Maybe the difference will actually help me in terms of like enjoying it, or maybe not. Like I'm kind of like iffy now, especially with my mood where I'm having a hard time actually enjoying these long hauls already when it comes to JRPGs. It's a good game in terms of what it is. It's just I guess I'm not more in that genre. I don't know. I guess I'm not more sadly. I guess like the last one I really truly enjoyed was probably was also the Tales game, Tales of Vesperia, but that was years ago. So, but
Mm.
there, I will give you a copy once I save the world from the Zysteria thing. Like it's so typical. I'm almost there. I'm almost done. I'm like super strong already. Super confused with my items.
Trying to
I'm
get
really
all the.
confused.
Actually, those games take up so much more time for me. Like whenever I play them, like I end up like spending more time trying to get all the little skits than I do actually progressing the story. Like there are times I know when I can
This one,
finish the game already, but I just want to get all the skits first, and then
Yeah, I think they started focusing more on that, like as more games came out too.
the skits.
yeah, this one actually
Yeah,
has
the
side
like the
missions.
character interactions between party members, because that wasn't much of
Yeah,
a focus before. But now, since there are little skits that bring out more personality, like especially Tales of Zillia,
Yeah,
right?
there's a ton of
There's
skits
a
in that
ton,
one.
and there's bikini swimsuit skins that you can buy. Also,
Yep, yep.
it's gone to that direction.
has anybody played Nino Kuni? Was that any
Yes, I
change
have.
with the formula? Because I'm still
Pokemans.
curious about that game. Was it
Nino Kuni
Pokemon?
was it was Pokemon basically. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's turn-based combat
It,
too, though, right?
I was it turn based.
yes. It no, it's not turn based. It's no, it's I don't know how to describe it. It's like you when you enter combat, you're in this arena. Your Pokemon pop out. You're controlling one at a time. You're either controlling your character or one of the Pokemon, and then you can. It's more like a Tails style combat where you're free to roam around, and then when you attack,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's more like that.
I wish they ported that to the PS4 because I'd love to try that out. Like it seems like a different take on
There's
that
still
kind
a
of genre.
chance. I mean, Kuni 2's in the works, right? So
Yeah, like
there's
Nino Kuni
Yeah.
remastered because you have a lot of remasters anyway. So
Oh, Nino
so
Kuni 2 being made for the PS4.
we don't fact check. We don't know.
Oh, there is a Nino Kuni 2 coming out on PS4.
I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know.
that
But
will come on PS4 for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's a
agree.
new trailer out, and
okay,
they play it in Data Blitz here. It looks really good.
okay. Well, I'm obviously not in following the JRPG, but yeah, I'm almost done with it. Like interesting. It's pretty much interesting, and we'll see. I was hoping it would like kind of pump me up for like JRPGs because I'm gonna be playing FF15s towards the end of the year. But now I'm just more cautious more than anything. Especially when I watched that Conan video just a while ago, just hilarious.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that
that
video is
was
amazing with Elijah
Oh
Wood.
my god, the Clueless Gamers with Elijah Wood with Final Fantasy 15.
I like the
Oh
part
my
where they
god.
were going to hunt for something. Then it cuts to Elijah Wood saying, "Oh, like it's gonna be a fight with this like monster thing, right? It's got to be." Then it cuts to this giant dragon, and
Yeah,
Elijah Wood just goes, "What? Holy shit!"
what the
like
fuck
what
is
is
this?
that? And I don't know if they were telling it right, but that fight was supposed to take 3 real-time days to
Field days,
finish.
apparently. Yeah.
Like I'm with
I'm.
Conan on this one. What the fuck?
Why? Yeah,
They
Yeah,
took
exactly.
72
that
hours.
sounds insane, but I'm guessing it has something to do with the like the system clock, where like the monster might
Uh,
appear after like you beat him today, then the next time he'll appear is in the next day in real life. Like the system
yeah,
clock
right. At
has
least
to
for
go through,
sure.
and
Oh,
he'll appear.
okay.
Yeah,
It makes sense
it
that
it
way.
Might
makes
Okay,
more
be
sense.
that
fine.
way.
It's not gonna be like FF14 where people fought a boss for a week and passed out in real life.
That actually happened. Like
That yeah, that actually happened,
that actually happened. That's
and
when
that was a
they
consistent fight.
couldn't verse of a fight, so they just kept on adding it. Became a fucking like health sponge. It's just full of health, and you're just there for like how long?
Forever.
Forever. But there you go. Like I said, I haven't bought any other game aside. I'm pretty much looking all backlog actually. I've been looking back rather than looking forward. I'll be looking forward soon in this month of November because I'm leaning towards Titanfall 2 despite them not having a community as much as I wanted to have a community, and then probably join the boy band towards the end of the month.
Join the boy. He even mentioned that they look like a boy band.
They
They
really
really
do,
do.
no
Running in
matter
the
what they
desert
do.
wearing leather.
With leather.
Oh man, he's completely right about how silly that game is.
He
But
was,
we're
he
also gonna
was,
get
It
it.
really
I
is
was
silly.
laughing also when they
And
set up
and
camps. Like, where did they get all this stuff? Where did they get the chips? Where did they...
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
I like how Elijah
insane.
Wood asked him again. Can you see that name again? Because it was a very unusual
I'm
name
sure like
for
that's
Nocturne.
part of the script. Like, see, Aaron Blair really has to tell the most convoluted way, the story, the most convoluted way he can for the bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah, for the bit,
it's
yeah.
still really absurd. Like FF15
So
is insane,
I know.
we can't wait,
Uh,
despite
and we can't
everything
wait.
that.
And I would still like to play that because I would love to walk
Yeah,
around in
it's
leather.
also
Like,
funny how like they have the fanciest car and then it breaks down.
I know the first thing that's actually funny. Like for a casual person who's never played Final Fantasy, the
You're
first thing you will
you
do was
start the game by pushing a
so
car.
car.
oh Japan,
Oh my
like
god!
here's the best way to get new players.
And this took like
Someone who has
7 years
never
to
played
make.
JRPG.
But are you a
Was
bit
it seven
worried
years?
now? Like, are you guys worried at all? Or
No, I think it's gonna be fine. I hope
Me,
it's
I
gonna
think
be
it's gonna
fine.
it's I think it's gonna be like it was overhyped because I played it so many times
Oh yeah,
already. I played it
it needs
in
to
ESDS.
justify the hype for sure. But I think it's gonna be a
Yeah,
fine game. It's not gonna be like trash.
me, I've
Hopefully,
been
hopefully
disappointed
not.
before. I've been
I don't think
disappointed
it'll be
before.
trash either. But
I
Conan
mean,
brings up some.
I like the combat system. From what little we've played, I think it's fine. It's what Crisis
I
Core
hope it's
should
I
have
hope
been.
it's I hope it's pretty deep in some shape or form. Like I will really have to think about my customization towards like maybe after 60 hours of playing it somehow. I don't know how it doesn't seem like it can. I When I played it in ESGS, since we only had like what 5 minutes of our time with the game, I look at the skill trees and the the other stuff. It seems pretty deep, so I hope it does stay deep, like from start to end. We'll see.
Break?
Yeah.
Yeah, 44 minutes by the end.
Is there people in chat?
Jason was there kanina.
Jason.
And then there's like, move it away.
Oh yeah, Jason, I was getting disconnected in kanina. I can't log into Heroes of the Storm. Something is up.
I don't want to touch Battle.net yet. I want to finish this recording first, and then Move on with our lives.
Oh shit! It is a Heavy Bubbles ad.
Yeah, it's Heavy Bubbles.
I thought it was a different ad. It's just Heavy Bubbles. Water that makes you sweat.
Schwet? Did you say Schwet?
Yeah, because that's how the mountain says it. Because he has an accent. Heavy Bubbles.
Accent.
Water
Accent, my
that makes you
phone.
sweat.
Oh, wow, I already threw my phone pretty far.
You really threw your
I already
phone.
threw it. I already threw it.
Fuck, the video is not playing anymore.
I just found that hilarious that goes like shame, shame, and then he walks by the car. He pays for it. The thing says shame. the
Even
the
their
checkout.
profile picture on the page says shame. What the fuck?
We can start now, but it's done now.
Okay, anyone need to pee or anything or get a drink?
I'm
We're
watching
good.
the commercial, Muna. Oh
Oh,
fuck!
Another.
It's 3 minutes long.
It's most of it is just the lady chasing him around, going shame.
It's just that little girl that does the slit throat gesture. What the fuck?
what?
Even the cashier is giving him a look.
Look, shame.
She follows him outside. Is this really her?
I think so.
Yeah,
That's
because she's dead in the show, right? So she has no other gigs. This is the new Old Spice commercial. Oh god, it just becomes Game of Thrones. He's just in a medieval market for some reason. Getting cabbage thrown at him. Oh, he's in a movie set. Okay. Nice.
yeah. There.
He bought the wrong one. Matthew McConaughey.
Did, did Martin just fucking strap the Gundam case?
Can you hear the dolphins cry?
What is this?
It's the Heavy Bubbles commercial.
Yeah, this isn't the first time he's done a fuck plastic bottles commercial
Any what?
for SodaStream. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, I'm ready. That's a good commercial. Heavy Bubbles.
Heavy Bubbles. Okay, let's go. Heavy Bubbles. Ready?
Go,
Ready? Ready?
go,
In
go,
5,
go,
4,
go,
3.
go.
You're not. You're not ready.
Go!
Oh, I thought you said no.
I've been
5,
saying go the whole
4,
time.
Yeah, I thought you said
3,
no too.
2. All right, let's hit some news for the week. Let's start with some somewhat sad news. Um, reports have come in. Have Nintendo has finally confirmed that the end of the Wii U production is happening now. This is the last week of production for the Wii U, and after that, there will be no more new Wii U's.
That's still open to interpretation because it just says officially that production is scheduled to end. That's all it
Yep.
says. So that could mean the physical manufacturer, maybe a packaging of a box, or how they're going to ship specific units. But a certain production with the Wii U has ceased. We just can't say for sure if it's the actual console. But we can say for sure is it's shifting. They're shifting their production elsewhere to obviously the Nintendo Switch. But just to be clear, you have to buy Wii now.
I don't know. I think this is pretty. This sounds pretty final to me. It says here updated on 1st of November 2016. Nintendo will end Wii U production on Friday.
Yeah, I know, but it's official
yeah.
site because that's the only official word from them is production is scheduled to end.
Hmm.
If you go to the site, so let's just assume it's true. Like there's no more console being made. Well, you gotta get one right soon. Like
You gotta get one, yeah. Hopefully it goes on sale.
You gotta go to Green Hills, get a second hand at
We
least.
do have to get one.
Second-hand Wii U, that shit doesn't exist.
Do they actually exist?
That
That's a
does
good
not
question.
exist.
Wii U second hand. I don't know about that. Yeah, it's
I've
probably
never
the
heard
best
that.
time to get a Wii U now. So, and we do have a game that we need to play. We have Bayonetta 2. So yeah, if you're looking to buy a Wii U, it's probably a good time to start looking. Prices are probably going to drop as people are maybe closer to when the Switch is coming out, and that's probably when prices will drop because retailers will want to move their remaining stock out ASAP of Wii U stuff.
Just for out of like
That's
perspective,
sad.
if like let's say they're gonna stop production already, let's just really assume that that's the case already. As of
Mm.
September, Nintendo's shipped 13 million Wii U consoles.
That's shipped 30 million. That's not sold though, right?
I know, that's why
Yep.
shipped compared to GameCube's 21 sold, and then 64's 32 sold, and the Wii's 101 million sold. So it's really safe to say that this console, I think, is their worst.
Yep.
If they're already shifting to Nintendo Switch already by next year.
Mm. Yeah, and we've talked about the problems the Wii U has had already several times with the name and the confusing marketing.
And the ability, like the lack of ability to buy a spare touchpad. Because remember, when that thing breaks, you're screwed. You need a new Wii U.
Yeah, that too.
That's still the case. They never fixed that, didn't they? Yeah.
You can't even boot the console without the touchpad.
Yeah, the touchpad is how you
It's really
boot the
bad.
console. And I don't know if you can even get that repaired, or if you have to send it to the Nintendo Service Center. Can someone just repair the touchscreen for you? Yeah, who knows? But there you go.
Yeah.
The Wii U's are on the way out, guys. Get yours. If you're looking still to get one, better.
There's actually a
start
lot of good games in the Wii on the Wii U, actually. To be honest, like for JRPGs, there's like Xenoblade. Splatoon's a good shooter. Captain Toad's a good
Yeah, we gotta at
platformer.
least
Yoshi's really
score
good.
the good exclusives before those go away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
like
I'm sure that I'm
Smash
sure you'll still
Bros.
be able to buy the system for a good while, because
Mm.
nobody's buying them. But the games we need to.
you can still
Yeah.
buy Wii's
Secure.
right now. Like Wii's are still
There's a ton of
available.
Wii's, yeah. Plus,
Mario Kart 8, I played like recently. That was a lot of fun.
remember they also released that European model for the Wii that didn't have the GameCube backwards compatibility.
The red one, I think.
Yeah, the red one,
the
the Wii Lite or
yeah,
something.
the Wii Lite. But that's really like you're getting. I don't think that thing even has internet on that thing, so it's really a super basic unit.
Yeah, but it's still a version of the Wii out there that you can find. I mean, you can still find Ouya's in Data Blitz now.
That's true. That's true.
Oh god, the Wii is still around?
Yeah, it's still 5,000 pesos.
Oh god damn it. You know what's funny though? Okay, that's a weird perspective. Ouya hasn't dropped in price, but
It's Data Blitz,
Battleborn is
man.
now 995.
Data
Gosh,
Blitz is weird.
Battleborn is 995 in Data
I
Blitz.
know.
Wow.
Pick it up now, because there's no one playing.
Oh, actually, it's funny because a friend of mine found the list of official retailers for Sony products here in the country, and
Yeah.
Data Blitz is not part of that.
They're not. They're really not.
They're really not. They've always gotten from gray market,
China. So
Yeah, but that's weird because Data Blitz is like probably
the
the
biggest one.
biggest game
Yeah,
retailer
they
in the
are.
country.
They
yeah,
are.
they've never. That's why like they've had those issues before, despite them. Like remember that whole X Split or X game like debacle where they pulled
X
out
Play is what you're thinking
X
of.
Play. Yeah, sorry, X Play. Like they pulled out like the NBA 2K14 or 15 copies because they weren't official retailers for 2K and all that.
Mm.
That was a dick move in general in that kind of that story, but that's how unofficial they are. Like it's even if they're official, like they're selling official games, they're not really licensed to. I mean, like they're not the GameSpot or GameStop, sorry,
Hmm.
retailers. So is iTech like that? I don't even. I think iTech's also in database, but
iTech's
database doesn't.
official.
Yeah,
I
database
believe
doesn't give a
iTech
fuck
is
then.
official.
Database doesn't give a fuck then.
Yep.
They really don't. And they really don't because I think iTech has like loyalty programs and like other features for customers, whereas in DataBlitz you get 100 pesos less if you pay in cash. I think that's the only thing you get out of DataBlitz. I think.
No,
Data Blitz has
they have
a,
a loyalty. They have a
they have a
loyalty
members
program
card.
also.
Yeah,
You
they
get a
do.
members card, and it's basically the same as the iTech card, the one-up card. I have both
It's
here in
just
my
a
hands
point
now.
system.
It's just
Yeah.
a point system, yeah.
What if you buy like a game, you get 1 peso?
I think
No,
it's
no,
1 peso,
it's
1 point every 200 pesos.
yeah,
Something like
something
that.
like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on from
Yeah,
the
move on.
Wii
Yeah.
U. Let's talk a little bit about something that we literally just missed last week, which is the Mass Effect Andromeda trailer that
Yes.
dropped.
That
Which
you were
literally
super
came
right.
out the minute we finished recording the
It was,
podcast.
yep.
That's
That's
stupid.
how
We,
it turns out.
for those who are listening, we are not even kidding. Like every time we end an episode, there's always something big that happens.
That's
The
why
moment.
Carlos wanted to do the show a day later and see how it turns out.
And see how it turns out. Oh, at the same time, it was a really
And
busy day.
see, Meralco, one of Meralco's power plants went out. People have no electricity.
Yeah, see, we'll put that in the news as well.
Destroyed this world, man. It's going
Yep.
into chaos because the show is on Tuesday now.
We are
People will
recording this on a
riot.
Tuesday,
Streets are
and
burning.
you'll be getting this obviously on a Wednesday, on the 16th. And
Unless you're watching live, but the link isn't out there.
it's not out there.
Secret,
Only special people
secret
know.
link.
Yeah, we'll fix that sooner or later. Eventually,
Yeah.
they'll be.
We're doing live. No, but
We need
go
to
back
get
to Mass Effect Andromeda.
graphics.
Let's go back to N7
Yeah. So okay. So we saw the trailer, which is really pretty. We got some details additionally about the game. So first of all, this is called It's not Mass Effect 4. It's Mass Effect Andromeda. Uh, this has absolutely zero relationship to the main Mass Effect storyline. In fact, it will not acknowledge your choices from Mass Effect 3. So
Yeah,
it's
because it's
completely
not. It's a
fresh.
whole. It's a whole different story. Because from what I understand, Mass Effect Andromeda, you are part of a colony mission
Yes,
to
it is
literally visit the Andromeda galaxy. You're
it is a
leaving the
colony
Milky
mission,
Way.
and it actually takes place after Mass Effect 2, but before the Reaper invasion in Mass Effect 3. So,
Oh.
Yeah, before before hell breaks loose in the Milky Way,
I
they
guess
leave.
this is their way of sidestepping Shepard made everyone into a green robot thing or whatever at the end of Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, I guess.
No, it's not. It's not about that. It's like here's Mass Effect's story. Here's Shepard's story. Here's our way of not touching that ever because you don't have to.
And
That's
you're
already done.
you're really far from
Yeah.
where Shepard
Yeah,
is.
you're super far from there.
No, because that story is done. It's like that's why I appreciate
The
this thing.
story is done, but I like just how it's tied in to it somewhat in the loosest sense possible.
Actually, I want to know if do they even know if Shepard's because in Mass Effect 2, he dies. Spoiler.
Yeah, he
Now
dies.
Shepard dies.
So the most
How
they would
much
know,
how much information does the Andromeda team know like
At
is
most
Shepard
they
dead?
would know that he stopped Saren in Mass Effect 1, right? That's probably the most
Yeah,
that they would
that's the most like obvious one, but I don't even know if yeah, we don't even know like how much information these guys know.
yeah,
But that's a pretty cool thing, man. It's still loosely tied, but it's a whole new adventure because it's a whole new galaxy. And
exactly.
what's cool about this is technically based on the story and based on how they're developing this is once Andromeda, once they visit or hit Andromeda, which is by the way a 600-year trip because they go in Cairo, sorry.
Cryo.
Yeah, so it's a 16-year gap, so everything's done. Like Shepard's surely dead and everything, um, and all that jazz. But once they hit Andromeda Galaxy, the humans in the ship hit that galaxy. So they're saying that oh we're the aliens because they've never seen humans before. People from Andromeda have never seen humans before. So that's gonna be a different, an interesting way of doing things or interacting with things.
Yep,
Um,
yep. So a little bit more about this. So the main character's last name will be Ryder, Ryder,
RYDER or yeah,
Ryder,
yeah,
Ryder. So kind of like Nova, Richard Ryder.
yeah,
There will be a
and
male and female version. They're supposed to be siblings, Sarah and Scott Ryder. So S Ryder for both of them.
yeah. What's interesting about these two characters, though, is that not like in the first, in other Bioware games in general, if you pick the male, there's no more female, right? Um, in this one, if, for example, you choose to play as the male version, Scott, the sister will be there in the story. It's just not a playable character anymore. You'll be able to interact with your sister, Sarah, and apparently your dad. So, like, if you pick Sarah, Scott will be around. So there's still some interactions. The first time they're doing that kind of bit.
Yeah. So your dad apparently is Alec Ryder, who was the N7 operative in the trailer.
I think
The
he's the
guy wearing
N7
the
guy.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
the N7 guy. So I guess he's a
and then
Spectre. I'm not sure. Who
no,
knows?
we don't know. But what I found, from what I read, from what I understand, this will be the complete opposite in how they took the Shepard story, because in the original Mass Effect, when you start, a badass guy. That's why he was accepted into the N7 program. Like he was known
Mm,
as a war veteran and all that stuff. Like he's known as a hero already. Here, you're a colonist,
right.
and you're gonna
You're a
rise up.
colonist.
That's a,
You're a
yeah, you're
colonist.
gonna rise up into like Shepard status or something or whatever.
Yep. So the
So
trailer
it's
has
different.
confirmed. We will have what else do we have here? We have Solarians, Asari, Turians, and Krogans will be there. You have at least one new
Yeah,
squad
because
member will
it's
be a
a
brand new race also.
and I think a whole because the ship going to Andromeda is like a whole like think of it as like Noah's Ark. They're
Yep.
bringing also some aliens with
Yeah.
them. So and crap.
Yep. There's some details here about the
Yeah, you have
new
a new
squad
playable
mates. So
race.
you
Mhm.
have let's see, you have two human squad mates. The male is Liam, an ex-cop. You have a new Asari squad mate named PB. There's a biotic named Cora, which I think is the other human, and the Krogan, whose name is Drac. So
Oh,
I'm
it's
sure
Solari.
we'll get to know these people as the game comes out.
There are two
Uh,
races that are confirmed. Two new races that are supposed to be in Andromeda: the Ket and the Remnant, which I don't know the details of them yet,
we
but
don't know the details about that
yeah,
yet.
there'll be new races for sure.
All right.
Another change in terms of features: Renegade, the Paragon system, like the good or bad jazz,
Mm.
that's gone. They have a new system to replace that. I don't know what it means yet, though. But they're not going to do the whole Renegade Paragon bullshit.
And making its grand return to Mass Effect, the Mako buggy tank. The
Oh,
piece-
really?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
hate
they
that
showed
thing.
that in the trailer.
Well, they are they are an exploration mission more than
I just
anything.
hope it's refined now, because damn, Mass Effect 1 is old.
That was bouncy. That was so. Mass Effect was old but pretty
They were
good. I'll say
experimenting
that.
back then, yeah.
They were very much
Yep,
experimental like that.
yep.
I also note that I also want to note that loyalty missions, which pretty much like affect some people's like endings in the end of Mass Effect games, it won't affect this ending for Andromeda. So whatever you do with specific squad mates, I doubt
But those loyalty
endings
missions were
then.
great. Like I really enjoyed those loyalty missions in Mass Effect 2.
No, yeah. I think that it's still there, but I don't think like for example because of what you did, like towards the end
Mm.
you'll lose. Like because like in Mass Effect 2, based on how you do the loyalty mission, if you don't do the loyalty mission,
They might
the squad
die
mates
in
just
this. They
die.
might die at
Yeah,
the end. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So I don't think they'll have that kind of effect with their loyalty missions for Andromeda. So that's what I'm pointing out.
Because it made no sense, really. It's like, oh, I didn't do.
I didn't like you enough, so you die.
No, exactly. It's like I didn't do Garrus's loyalty mission, so
And he failed, yeah.
that's why and now in the last mission he dies because you didn't do that. There's no connection. Like
Oh,
why would he
Yeah.
die? Because you didn't fucking help him on his revenge trip, right?
The more you talk to the guy, the more confident he is in the shots hit, right?
because video games.
Because video games. Um, with Mass
So
Effect
wait,
Andromeda, there's also
but
going to be.
hmm.
Sorry. Moving on.
I wanted to mention one race that was not mentioned. They've mentioned the big ones that
What?
are part of the Citadel Council. They did not mention the Canary. The Canarian, sorry, not the Canary. Whatever Tali's race is. What are they
Aquari.
called?
I don't know.
Canary are the guys from Dragon Age.
Yeah, that's a different world, by the way. That's true. Uh,
That's what I'm saying. What the hell are they called? No, fuck. They're not Turians.
I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I didn't mention that. There's actually a lot of races in Mass Effect. The one that we
Quarian.
mentioned,
There, that's it.
Solarian.
No Quarians.
Warriors, man. Okay.
Yeah.
But fine. Um, co-op's gonna be in this game. We'll have cooperative multiplayer.
See, I never liked multiplayer in BioWare
I
RPGs.
like I like Mass Effect 3's multiplayer. I didn't like
Really?
Dragon Age multiplayer. Mass Effect 3 is the only one that actually because I enjoy a little bit of horde mode every now and then because Mass Effect 3 is pretty much horde mode. Like a stay
Yeah,
to
the
survive and run
Mass
away.
Effect 3 version is horde mode. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
I'm okay with that because the combat was pretty much appealing and refreshing, and it was pretty cool. It's a good quick 5 minutes every now and then. I don't know how they'll take this. Probably the same way with Mass Effect 3 or not. I don't know, but it'll be co-op. It'll be have a co-op multiplayer. I don't know if the single player will have any effect with the multiplayer as well, so we'll have to see. But expect the multiplayer component for Andromeda.
Hmm.
Release date spring of 2017, but people are talking that it might be a March release. We don't know yet. But we'll definitely get more information on Mass Effect Andromeda on this year's VGA this December.
Yep, that's probably what's a big reveal for that. Moving on,
The
another
Video
space.
Game Awards is fucking happening, I know.
It
Oh
is,
God,
and Geoff Keighley will be there again. It'll
Doritos
be
time.
it'll be
Oh my
awkward as
god.
hell. You know all the good stuff that we come to expect from the
Oh
VGA.
man.
Anyways, moving on to another
Yeah, this week.
space-related thing. Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, um,
Wow.
is possibly getting a Telltale game
Possibly.
release.
Possibly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's right now. What's happened is, according to some documents, that there's a working title called Blue Harvest, credited to a
Yep.
company called O'Farrell Industries, which also lists Walking Dead season 3. Therefore, people are speculating that it is a front
Up front.
of
Yeah.
sorts for Telltale Games. Um,
I'm
so this
okay
would
with
be
this.
their fourth comic book adaptation to a game. Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, Batman,
Game of
and
Thrones.
comic book, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it kind of makes sense considering that it's like remember how last year like Telltale Games had a lot of games working with them. They had Game of Thrones coming out. They were working on the Batman. They were working on season 3. It seems like it's only right to hear more coming out of Telltale Games because they're almost done. They just have to work on
Yeah,
I
Batman now.
those games are already out except for they're finishing
Yeah,
off Batman na lang now.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
finishing up
probably
Batman.
they're finishing up Batman, so it kind of makes sense if they make a Guardians to support the release
Oh,
of the sequel, and
yeah.
then hopefully get more out of the Borderlands series, or also for season 3 of Walking
What
Dead.
about Minecraft Season 2?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Minecraft has their thing as well. That's right. Well, I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to Walking Dead season 3 because I like the Walking Dead games. Um,
yeah, they were actually pretty good, and we have an older Clementine, so that's pretty cool. I'd like to see I like seeing the progression of the character
is it
actually.
confirmed to be Clementine?
yeah,
Mm,
still
Yes.
Clementine.
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. So all older now. Well, she looks older. I don't know how like
Are we
old
gonna
she is
play
now,
her
but
or will
Yeah,
she
pretty
yeah,
sure you'll
she'll
play.
play.
You'll
die?
play as her.
Yep, she'll
Yeah,
play
who
her.
knows?
We'll
And
have a baby Lee to take care of.
but but I'm actually okay with like Telltale Games making a Guardians because I like their work with Tales of the Borderlands, so I think they can kinds of characters, right?
They
So
can make it work. Guardians has a good cast of characters already, so
and if they do it right,
uh,
and it's amazing, I hope that it's like before the movie or after the movie.
or it ties into the movie
Yeah,
somehow.
or
It
Actually,
could
I
somehow
tie
kind of
into the
wish,
movie. That would be
because that would be
actually perfect for
amazing. That would be
marketing.
really cool.
but I normally movie tie-in games. I'm already like, you're kind of wary about those.
It's not a
No,
tie into the
But
movie
it's
though.
not
It's
a
gonna be its own thing.
it's not a tie-in. It's like here's what happened before the movie starts.
yeah, it could be that.
Or it,
That
it could just be here's a
That's what I mean.
game that has the same characters, but it has nothing to do with the movie story.
Yeah. Like here's what happened like after the start of after Guardians of the Galaxy 1, like some little rinky-dink mission
yeah.
that could like in the end hit the movie. Like here's the start of the movie. Like stuff like that. Like you don't have to like
I mean, like,
in
but yeah,
between.
Back to the Future got a fucking sequel game.
Yeah, that's true. They actually did.
So did
But
Jurassic
yeah, I'm pretty
Park.
cool with this.
Yeah.
Guardians is pretty cool. Guardians is pretty cool. Um, moving on.
Let's talk about Ubisoft because Ubisoft has some shit going on.
No,
Uh,
yeah, Ubisoft always has shit to talk about.
yeah, let's talk about Rainbow
What is up
Six
with Ubisoft
Siege,
now?
which I think Carlos you're excited about because Ubisoft has confirmed that
I want to download. Yeah.
they are normally when the shooter comes out, there'll be like a year's worth of content for it, and then after that they'll move on to the next thing. Here, Ubisoft has confirmed that they are going for a second year of content for Rainbow Six Siege. So that's good, I guess. I haven't.
No, that kind of means that it's not really dead. Not really confirmed. It's not
It's
really
not
dead.
really dead. Is it dead? Like I don't know because
No, it's
They
not.
had
It's
a
not at
free
all. Like
weekend, like just
yeah,
this past weekend.
no, they have a free weekend this weekend actually. They've been very
Again?
adamant about it, and
They have
I
another
know
one?
this week. I think this week is this weekend. I'll have to double check, but
Well, I played it
um,
on Sunday. That's when I knew there was a free one. So if they have
oh
another one, that's
really?
cool.
I think maybe I missed it, but anyway, yeah, they've been reluctant with releasing these weekend free moments, and I remember they also released a starter pack for Rainbow Six Siege. So I think their player base is pretty strong enough to consider releasing another season
but
of
but
content.
this is a season two basically of content. So like
Yeah.
it's a whole new set of DLC. So
And what
basically,
it contains usually based on like the previous expansions, where you get two new operators and a map,
mm,
and usually the two operators is what you use to it's what you get with the currency, the in-game currency. It's either that or use real money to buy the characters. But the maps are always free. It's not
so
like you have to
you'll
unlock it.
always get the maps, but it's just like the
You'll always
operators
get
that
the
you will.
map, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which is really cool. So technically, if you were very like an avid player who's been playing since the game is released, you have enough in-game currency to buy everything. So it has the same Capcom business model that they're trying to do with Street Fighter V, where if you play more, you eventually just get all the season pass characters and stuff like that. So it's the same thing. Um, and I guess it'll be the same thing for the 2007 batch. And I
Yep.
think they're releasing their last one for the year. It's gonna be a Japanese theme, so it's gonna be like two Japan operators with a specific map. I don't know, and I don't know. I've played, let me see, 100+ hours of Rainbow Six Siege. I love it. I still think it's one of the best shooters in terms of like tactical shooters, and it's good to know that it's still alive and kicking at least in the PC. I'm not too sure what's going on with the console though.
Right.
But there you
The
go.
other news from
I should download it
Ubisoft
again.
is Watch Dogs 2 related. Um,
Yeah,
so,
that's actually
so
pretty
apparently,
interesting because
yeah. So it turns out there's a small Easter egg in here that sort of reveals the next Assassin's Creed game. Because one of the missions in Watch Dogs 2 is you have to actually steal a trailer from Ubisoft.
yeah, I know, but
Wow.
it's not Assassin's Creed. It's not Assassin's Creed.
I
It's
think it is because it's
no,
called
I
Osiris.
watched it. No,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I read the whole article and it says that there's one like a couple of audio logs saying that oh fucking hackers like leaking the information about they actually do say it like leaking the information of Unity, Syndicate, and then Osiris now and all that. So Osiris might be the thing for Assassin's Creed, but the trailer that you have to get an actual mission in Watch Dogs 2 where you have to go to actually a Ubisoft studio
Office.
in San Francisco to hack in and steal the trailer of the new game.
Mm,
So you have to like hop in
Wow.
from camera to camera, and then once you download it and hack it, you get to watch the trailer. And the trailer is it's like a space um, setting, you're like an astronaut doing something. I don't know what it
what
is.
if what if
It
it's
could.
Assassin's Creed in space? Could be.
Well,
I will continue to hate this franchise more and
well,
more as we
isn't
move forward in
um,
life.
isn't Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs happening in the same universe? Because there was a
Is
I
it
don't know
mission
anymore. I don't know
in
anymore.
Assassin in I mean Watch
Watch
Dogs 1
Dogs
where you have to kill this parang executive guy,
from
and then he shares
Abstergo?
the same. Yeah, I think so. Actually, he shares the
Mm.
same name from because in Assassin's Creed 4 was it? You can walk around in developer mode, right, in the real world,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
and
you're
then you
yeah,
overhear that one of your executives has been killed or something, and apparently
right.
they shared the same name as the guy you take out in Watch Dogs 1. And we know
Well,
Abstergo is canon in Watch Dogs 1 because when you hack bank accounts, it'll say, right, that, oh, this guy's from Abstergo.
yeah. But the
That's
thing
true.
is,
That's true.
here you're actually going to Ubisoft headquarters. So there's a Ubisoft
In San
company in Watch
Francisco.
Dogs
So
2.
that's going to
Yeah.
ruin the lore now because Ubisoft is
It's
canon in
it's
its
it's
own
weird.
game.
Well, the other thing that we found out about Watch Dogs 2 is that there are fully rendered genitals in this game,
You
At
guys are.
least for women,
at least for women. And if you
yes.
try to
Why?
share
Okay,
these
for one.
pictures of the
Okay, for
fully
one.
rendered genitals on your PS4, you
How?
are gonna get banned.
For
How?
real?
I don't know, but like,
Well,
How
there's
this
a
a
tweet that
thing?
came out by Swizzasaur on
eh,
Twitter, Lara K, and the context for this photo is I accidentally killed a prostitute in an alley between Chinatown and Tenderloin.
Accidentally,
So
okay.
this is we're looking at a photo of a dead hooker in Watch Dogs 2, and her vag is just
Out
there for
there.
the world to see,
Yeah, just out there.
complete with the pubic hair.
And the other details
it's
that require.
fully rendered, man.
Man,
Someone took the time and effort to make a fully
and
rendered
what
match.
what makes this even crazier is if this is available for every NPC prostitute. Because remember in GTA 5, there's a side mission where you have to save this girl from a crazy man,
Okay,
and this
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
man has his dong just flopping about.
Oh
yeah. I remember
god.
But
that.
as far as I know, he's the only one with a rendered dong.
Is
I
it E
think
for everyone?
what's
I
no,
don't know anymore.
I think what's his name has a rendered dong also. See, the Trevor. Like, because there's
Trevor
one
has a
part where
fully
you,
rendered. Oh my god.
When you like get naked or something. But like it's not for every NPC because that's a separate like 3D thing that's there.
I like how Watch Dogs
Otherwise
2 is
it's just a jeans texture or pants texture.
I like how our conversations about like Watch Dogs 2 and then bam, genitalia.
Because like this is still interest for the game, you know.
I know it's just funny.
This
It's
is
just funny.
this is the most PR it's ever gotten.
I know it came out today, by the way. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, good. I don't know if it's a good
for
job or not,
PS4,
but oh
Xbox
man,
One,
nobody
PC,
expected
fully
this.
rendered
That's too
stuff.
real, man. Is it? Does it
Yeah.
say M on the box?
I don't know. Was it
I
E?
hope
Was
so.
it E or M?
It's
Like
probably M.
It's
If
probably
it's
M
E,
though.
then yo for
You
everyone.
for everybody,
Yeah.
for every able person
Oh my
in the world.
god.
I want to move on now. Bye bye, Watchstars. Goodbye. What's next? What's we have? Oh, Xbox One.
What's yeah,
Uh,
Xbox One.
beating the
Uh,
crap out of other console stuff. Cool.
Oh, Wii
surprise,
U.
surprise.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No Wii U.
Surprise,
Surprise.
surprise. When it's competing with the Wii U.
No.
No, but I'm surprised that Xbox One has once again the best-selling console in the U.S. last month, beating out the PlayStation 4,
Wow.
and it also
Good.
came out on top in the UK and in Australia.
Good.
I guess that 4K playback was a difference maker.
No, it's not actually.
They're
It's
citing
not.
Gears of War
Nope.
4,
Oh,
Gears
just for
4, and
years.
Battlefield 1
Yeah.
were big contributors because of their marketing deals with Microsoft.
A
So
good job on them
good
then.
good
It's
job,
working out.
Microsoft, for keeping the flame alive.
Yeah, that's
No, and
working
I
out.
think they were on point when it comes to shooters because they were on point when Call of Duty was on its prime,
Hmm.
and then
Yeah,
people
they were.
bought like an Xbox to buy Call of Duty and Call of Duty and all that, and they
Yep.
left the Call of Duty train once technically it was already dying down, and then PS4 jumped on the gun for COD, and then now we have Microsoft on Battlefield stuff, and
Smart
then
stuff.
more. So like they're still on point with the shooters, which is pretty cool. It's already showing. Xbox One Slim is already out, and then we have the Scorpio on the way. So it's good. Don't let Sony like lounge and just enjoy the top spot. Let them fight back and get a good spot.
The S1 is a really sleek looking system. I give
Yep,
it
It's
that.
really slick actually. Yeah,
it's
It's
really
it's
really
not
sexy.
bulky.
nice.
Yeah. With Gears of War 4 and Battlefield 1, there was an increase in the Xbox Live players by 52%. So there are people like shooters. People are still a shooter.
Well, at
US is still a
least
shooter.
there's that, and it has a 4K Blu-ray support, unlike the PS4 Pro. So
Really?
there's a reason to get both.
Hmm. Really? Okay.
Oh, the PS4 Pro does not have a 4K Blu-ray player.
Or the Xbox One or the Scorpio.
The Scorpio will
But
have 4K playback, right? But I believe the Xbox One S has a Blu-ray player.
Huh,
No fact
okay.
checking here.
nope, never, never, never.
But that's good though. That's good that Xbox One is showing some kind of like it's showing its props. It's showing its that it's not backing down. It's giving reason to buy an Xbox One, despite me having not. None of us have a Xbox One yet. Still, I don't think.
Well,
I
that's
do want to
just
get
because
Gears. So
the support for Xbox isn't very strong here.
Yeah,
it is, and it's still the whole like 2:1 kind of deal where if they ship a new game, they'll get 10 copies of. For example, they'll get 10 copies of the PS4 version, and they'll probably just get five. Like
of
if
the Xbox version.
yeah, they
Mm.
won't. It's not one-to-one because obviously people it's the Philippines is more of a PlayStation or rather a Sony country.
Yep,
Um,
here confirmed
for
Xbox
for
One
other
S has a 4K Blu-ray player.
there you go. He fact
I
checked.
was
We fact
right.
checked. We
Fact
fact
check.
checked.
Boom.
But there, we're good. That's good. Xbox One. Will anybody ever get one in this
Well, the thing
crypto
is,
right
I don't
now?
know if I want to get one now if the Scorpio has backward compatibility, and depending also on the form the Scorpio takes. So
Yeah.
Do you really
it's
actually want the Scorpio? If like
If
for example
people
you get
can
PS4
send us
Pro.
an Xbox One S, we'll gladly accept it.
mm,
Oh, that's a whole different deal. Yeah, like if we get one full, like we'd love to take one. But with our own money, like I don't know if I want to get a Slim just for the gears. To be honest, I'm not too sure.
well, you don't want
Yeah,
to play Halo,
well, KI,
Sunset,
but then
Oh,
again, KI
I
is
Sunset
like
on
Overdrive.
Xbox that
Xbox,
though.
on Windows 10.
Oh, Sunset's not so bad actually. That's true. Because Sunset's not the well. I'm still hoping Sunset Overdrive hits the PC because they have a tendency of jump and ship, and of
Yeah,
course they
they
have a whole
do.
feature where their exclusives are always will have a Windows 10 version. So
Mm.
not really missing much. But there, is there anything else? For 150, we're at 150. Oh my god.
No, I think that's
I think I think it's done. Yeah. For the second week of November.
yep.
Thanks guys for listening in. We have an episode every week, every maybe Tuesday, every Wednesday. We are still testing it out because I am a little bit fed up that we miss stuff the moment we end recording. So we're trying to hit middle.
Like Mass Effect, exactly.
Yeah, we're trying to hit the middle point right at this point to see what we get before releasing an episode. So, but for sure, though, we'll have a new episode every week. So do subscribe on iTunes and Podomatic for the TMG podcast. For previous episodes as well and other content, just visit us at www.toomuchgaming.net. Questions, clarifications, and topics you'd like us to cover in the future, you can email us, contact at toomuchgaming.net. And of course, the social medias, Too Much Gaming, Facebook, Twitter. No Instagram, I'm sorry, because I don't know how to use Instagram. And YouTube, TMG blog, all our videos are there, ESGS. We're pretty much going to be locking that down this week. We'll be pretty much moving forward. But we have a lot of other videos all in the pipeline already, getting ready. You guys, like you said earlier in the cast, you guys were doing a quick look for political animals, which was just released in Steam. Local developer by Squeaky Wheels released that game. Cool stuff. And is there anything else I'm missing, guys?
Nope,
Is there
that's
anything
pretty
you want to
much it.
see? Is there any videos that we want to mention?
Mm,
Or what? Or just
well,
all
there's
ESG
just
stuff?
the quick look for political animals, and then the video review.
Okay.
But we
That's
do
it.
have stuff to work on. We have to play Lost Castle, pa, Will, like
We
when we
do.
saw the SGS. We got to
We
do that.
Oh
still
yeah,
have.
look forward. Yeah, look forward to that because we're also going to be releasing the interview on the guys at Lost Castle. It'll be out within the week as well, which is pretty much a mashup of. It's pretty much Castle Crashers in a way. It's based on what I was seeing.
It's Castle
Yeah, but
Crashers, but with a random it's procedurally generated stages. Like that's sort of the feel.
um,
Like
that's
I
that's
get.
that's their angle with that.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, there you go. That's episode 150. Thanks guys for listening, pressing that play button, and we'll see you guys next week for another episode.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Okay,
Okay. I'm gonna close this.
exporting the audio. Uh, does Heroes of the Storm have voice in the game or not?
It's Discord
We
now.
had to use Discord.
It's
All right,
Discord now.
all right. I'm just gonna export this file. I'm gonna get something to drink, and then I will see you in game, I guess.
I'm gonna